Day 2 of practice here at Beaver Lake is winding down. We thought we'd pull aside the Angler of the Year leader, Cody Meyer. Cody, this lake, I would think, really sets up nice for you. However, I went back and looked at your record for top 10s here, didn't find many on Beaver Lake. I want to see if you kind of turn that ship around and bring this one to a top 10, get that Angler of the Year deal sewed up, get a little closer to it.
Yeah, I really do like this lake. It fishes a lot like some of our western lakes in California. You got the deep clear water, the spotted bass, the smallmouth, and largemouth. I've always had decent tournaments here, top 25s, maybe a cut here or there, not a top 10 cut, but most of the time during those tournaments I fish for spotted bass and smallmouth. So, this year I'm kind of switching gears, going to fish for largemouth, go for the bigger bag. Wow. Some spots will probably still be mixed in, but right. There's only the spotted bass and smallmouth here. They only get so big, it seems like, okay. And last year we kind of saw some of the big smallmouth, but the spots, you can't really win on them. So I'm gonna mix it up a little bit this week.
Wow, going maybe can I say towards some stained water, or is that not in the program?
More stained. Right. But, like I said, I mean, some of those largemouth are getting bigger and bigger, and you can kind of almost target them this year where, okay. In the past it was too hard to get a limit of them.
Too random? Too
random, yeah. You could catch a lot, but it's hard to get a 15-incher.
Right. Some of that water down there at the dam I know looks really pretty. It's all the standing timber. It's really got to be inviting to you, but you're going to try to push that aside a little bit?
It's actually so clear this year. I can't believe I'm personally saying this, but it's almost too clear. You could go down. I like fishing clear water, but when you're fishing deeper water, fishing clear maybe 30, 40 feet. And now you could go down, you could see down 20 feet, you can see your bait, and it's just hard to get them to bite down there.
You can see your 4-inch worm down there in like 20 feet.
You're sitting there shaking it going, oh, there's the worm. I don't see any fish.
Yeah, well, you don't need your meters anymore then.
Yeah, and like yesterday with the overcast and the wind, I mean, they definitely bit down there. I didn't catch any big ones, but I mean, if there was any day they're going to bite, they would bite. And today, with the sun kind of, really came out a little bit, and it was just the bite got tough down there. So, and I know with the tournament it's supposed to be windy and sunny, so I think it's going to be, just a mixture of things for me.
I've watched you drop shot on other lakes, of course, different times of the year, like Lanier and those kind of places, and it always involves getting out there and over something, looking at something on your graph. I don't ever really see anybody fishing that way here. It's always more like targeting the timber and the trees and stuff. Why is that? It's not.
It's weird. I remember 2 years ago I caught them doing that in the trees, but it was like 10 pounds a day. Mm-hmm. It doesn't set up like that for some reason. Okay. Like, you could drop on them, and most of them are, the small Kentucky bass. And for some reason, it just doesn't work as good here. Kind of like you said, casting more, throwing around trees, right. Kind of finding the fish and then throwing to them.
Sounds good. How about that from Cody Meyer? Maybe leaning towards the largemouth a little bit this week at Beaver Lake.